Now, the story of the raising of Lazarus does not end there. John chapter 11, verses 45 to 52. Therefore, many of the people who had come to visit Mary and had seen what Jesus did believed in him. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. Then the chief priests and the Pharisees called a meeting of the Sanhedrin. "What are we accomplishing?" they asked. "Here is this man performing many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him, and then the Romans will come and take away both our temple and our nation." Then one of them, named Caiaphas, who was the high priest that year, spoke up. "You know nothing at all. You do not realize it is better for you that one man die than the whole nation perish." He did not say this on his own, but as high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus would die for the nation. And not only for that nation, but also for the scattered children of God, to bring them together and to make them one. So from that day on, they plotted to take Jesus' life. Therefore, Jesus no longer moved about publicly among the people of Judea. Instead, he withdrew to a region near the wilderness, to a village called Ephraim, where he stayed with his disciples. Now, the high priests were a corrupt bunch. They kept the office within a family. Caiaphas and Annas were related, and some of the others were too. And it was kind of like a mafia family, ruling Jerusalem, keeping everything the way they liked it, so that they benefited from it. They bought the priesthood and wanted to keep it within their own little circle so that no one upset or disturbed the way they did things. They were not interested in the truth, or even whether Jesus was actually Messiah. They just wanted to keep things as they were. And also they were mostly Sadducees, who did not believe in the resurrection of the dead. So they were very worldly, piling up wealth and riches on the earth for their own sake, which is why Jesus kept on attacking people who did that, since they didn't believe there was anything afterward and therefore no judgment. They wanted Jesus dead so that they could carry on the way they always had. But God had other ideas, and he used their devious ideas to his own ends. And history tells us Jerusalem did not survive for very long after Jesus walked the earth. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to give you a history lesson, but I'll have to wait. Jesus wisely decides to keep himself scarce at this point until the proper time for his own entry into Jerusalem, trial, and subsequent death and resurrection. Jesus needed his death to coincide with the feast of the Passover. We'll explain why he wanted to do that in another episode.